Greatest moment. You know what is my greatest moment every single day? Aside from seeing my family, it's seeing Will Silva. It's you, man.
I love you too, Nate. Nothing but love over here, 3,000 miles away. Nothing but love on this side of the camera, my friend.
Love you. I love you, man. Take it away, Will.
I'm a little verklempt myself. Clear my throat. Now, if Travis Kelce was hurting last week against the Texans, you never would have guessed it by his play, going for 134 yards and 3 touchdowns. Kelce dealing with hamstring and knee injuries in the process. He was a limited participant in practice on Thursday, but good news is he was only listed with the knee issue on the injury report. More good news, though, according to NFL Network's James Palmer, the Chiefs believe Kelce is in a better spot this week going into the game than he was last week. Now, as for defensive tackle Chris Jones, he missed practice for a second straight day with a calf injury, the same injury that kept him out of last week's win over the Texans. Jones had 2 sacks against the Titans in Week 10. Now, the Chiefs could definitely use Jones to try and slow down Derrick Henry. King Henry has been nearly unstoppable thus far in the playoffs, averaging 188 yards a game on the ground as the Titans knocked off the Pats and Ravens. Henry spoke about what has made his team successful down the stretch.
I think us is, believing in each other, on all 3 phases, when we're out there, out there for practice, competing, getting better, keeping emphasis on what we need to do as a team by what, the plan that's been put in for us to execute. And I think that's what we've been doing collectively together.
And Henry needs, by the way, 92 rush yards to set the record for most rushing yards in a player's first 3 games in a single postseason in the Super Bowl era. Our colleague Terrell Davis currently holds the record. So Derrick Henry getting a lot of run these past couple of weeks for everything that he's been doing. And he'll get a lot of attention from that Chiefs defense, Kay.
Especially when we don't know what is going on with Chris Jones. He has yet to practice this week. He is going to make a huge impact. And hey, Will, I love you too,
I love you too, Kay. I mean, there's nothing but love here as well. Always, always.
We'll
Come on,
talk to you
There's only
in
one
a bit.
Edmund.
We are just 2 sleeps away from Championship Sunday. The Titans, they're the breakout stars of these NFL playoffs. We're all inspired by their resolve, their playmaking, their grit. I'm inspired by their leader. Amy Adams-Strunk took over as the controlling owner of the Titans in 2015. The team went 2-14 and 3-13 in the 2 years prior, and now under her stewardship, this fan base is enjoying their 4th consecutive winning season for the first time since they were the Houston Oilers. She made moves, hiring John Robinson, who drafted Derrick Henry in the 2nd round, All-Pro Kevin Byard in the 3rd round, A.J. Brown, who might win Rookie of the Year on offense, and he also brought in very quietly this guy, Ryan Tannehill, via trade before the season. GM John Robinson was a tremendous hire by Strunk in just her 2nd year at the helm. Let me tell you why Amy inspires me, though. In 2017, their 9-7 season and the wild card wasn't enough. It was the team's first playoff win in 14 years. They were great. They were having steady success. What does she do? She lets Mike Mularkey go. That is something you rarely see. It rarely happens to a coach who takes their team into the postseason. Amy Adams-Strunk wasn't satisfied. Her goals were bigger. She saw more in the team, and she opted to bring in a first-time head coach in Mike Vrabel. You know the story. A complete culture change, a quarterback change, an identity change. And you might roll your eyes at the decision to change the Titans' uniforms, but this move, even this move, represented more than an aesthetic. It's an act of revival, a freshness, a change in direction. I asked one of their veteran players, Jarrell Casey, about Amy Adams-Strunk's impact on this squad.
She's the one that really brought the family atmosphere inside the building. She came in right away when she took over for her dad and really just implemented herself into the building. A lot of times you get owners, they normally sit inside the top in the front office, sit up at the top and monitor things from up there. But she literally came in, she come into the locker room, she come in on the field, she really tried to insert herself. And then she come in when guys ask for upgrades, ask for things to be changed a little bit better to make things comfortable around the building. She came right in without a hesitation and made sure we got those things, those demands, and she just just been making everything around this building just a lot more environment friendly, making everybody feel like, they're welcome when they come in here. Just really just open their arms to everybody.
Asked a lot of people about Amy Adams Strunk, and everyone said family. That was the word. So technology upgrades, weight room, the bubble. It's not just that and the jerseys that got a facelift, and it's not that just the team that she's reinvigorated. She was named Tennessean of the Year in 2019 for building up the community around her. Countless hours, countless donations, countless effort. That is the Amy Adams Strunk Titans. These guys, the team that threw the most successful NFL draft party in the 100 years of the NFL, the team that took risks and didn't settle, the team that is now one win away from the Super Bowl.
The Angry Run King sends a message to GMFB. How about that? We got Derrick Henry sending us a message? Is he going to send the Chiefs a message is the question. And it's time for me to make my picks coming up for Championship Sunday. And I'm going to do it the only way I know how to, with a little.
Jimmy Garoppolo throws. It is caught by Kendrick Bourne. It feels great, baby. Fires it late. Caught. Kelsey dodge. Touchdown. 20 points in lightning fashion. He laid out, selling out, and scoring.
He looks, he lofts. Left side, Devontae's got it. Touchdown.
Sabosa will get him from the backside.
What a play! It has again been the Derrick Henry show.
And this is what you wanted. This is playoff football. The Green Bay Packers have advanced to the NFC Championship game.
Welcome back to Good Morning Football. So it's my turn to do the picks.
Woo!
Kyle went earlier. Dramatic fashion, very theatrical, well done. Peter, you did your thing. Good job on the picks. Kay will be a little later on in the show. All right, so this game is very simple. I'll be quick on this one. It's going to be a party in the Bay, like a dancing disco beat. All due respect to Montana, to Rice. This is the new San Francisco tree.
Okay.
I got the Niners. They got this.
Okay.
But this is the game I really want to focus on. So let's move it along. So here's a little poem. Last week it was Watson and Mahomes. Same draft class. Pass after pass like Stockton to Malone. Start to the Texans Chiefs was downright troubling. In 1 hour, we saw 24 down like Kiefer Sutherland. Didn't think KC would score this quick. Texans got cooked to perfection, like Kansas City brisket. But that's that, and this. Now this match, ridiculous. So good I can taste it like Grandma's batch of biscuits. I mean, Patrick is magic. Killer Instinct is savage. Arm strength, stretch out defenses. Yeah, it's elastic. But here's the thing. Why the Chiefs' kingdom should be oh so nervous.
Uh-oh.
Because the Titans can do it in the air, in the ground, like the Postal Service. No need to throw it 50 times like, is this your thing? Derrick Henry snatched a Russian crown like, is this your king? No! Now, what kind of defense can stop vibranium? Plus, Titan is the root word in titanium.
Yeah, it is.
Heavy metal to the pedal. I mean, what you gonna do? And did you know its atomic number is 22?
Get out of here.
Yeah. Killmonger, run stronger, and he take his respect. Tackle him, why try? He's Wi-Fi. He can't wait to connect. So let me put something in your ear, like a Bluetooth. I got the Titans, and Titans big on the legs of Deuce Deuce.
Okay.
Yeah, Titans. I'll see you in Miami.
Whoa!
So we've got two going for the Titans.
That's right.
Whoa.
That's right.
Your theory is that purple suit was actually vibranium.
Vibranium.
I've not heard that.
Yeah,
He has a
vibranium.
Wakandan tailor.
Yeah, exactly. And
Wow.
Titanium is
The
root
second
word
you
of that.
said vibranium, I go, what are you rhyming with?
I know.
What
And then
was
he
that?
lands the plane.
I've got a take on Nate here.
All right.
Take, because I want the entire audience to watch. You might just be watching our show today. Nate took the Titans over the Patriots. Nate took the Titans over the Ravens. And now the Titans are going into Kansas City, into Arrowhead. And Nate, you are putting your name and your reputation on the line. You are riding with the guys that got you here. You are going Titans to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and I'm not doing it because I'm trying to make good TV. I actually believe that this is old school football, and old school football always prevails.
You think we can't get to enough hyperbole with Derrick Henry? Derrick Henry won our Angry Runs crown. He has multiple crowns. And since he was a two-time winner, we found a scepter that we send only to two-time winners. There's only been a couple. George Kittle playing this weekend. Derrick Henry. There's a changing gemstone in the serpent's mouth. Guys, did he get the scepter? Did he wield the scepter? Certainly before a big game, there's no time for that.
Thank you, Cal, for naming me the Angry Run champion for the divisional round. Hopefully I can keep this going and keep this crown. Shout out to my old linemen, tight ends, receivers. They're the reason why I got this crown. I feel like I've stepped it up a lot to even earn this, and y'all stepped it up, so hopefully I can keep this going. And thank y'all for all the love.
No, thank y'all. And I mean Derek, Conklin, Lewan, Vrabel. Guys, a couple days for the biggest game ever in his professional life. He's got a scepter. He's got a crown. He's all in. What are we going to do if he
That
wins
is some
this week?
shade at you, George Kittle, by the way.
He didn't talk that long when he accepted his Heisman.
No, he didn't.
What is going on with you and these running backs, bro?
Now, let me ask you this. If you're a Kansas City Chiefs player, are you seeing that and saying, I'm going to snap that scepter over my knee this weekend? I'm tired of the flexing.
Bo Jackson, that thing?
That's a bad dude. What am I supposed to do about it? What do you think?
You got to be a
Jones.
really bad dude to have the courage and the bravado and just the sheer confidence to say, I'm going to accept a crown and a scepter the game before the biggest football game of my life, the day before. I love it.
It's a little like Bernard Hopkins in an executioner's mask walking into the ring. The question begs, Derrick Henry goes crazy this week. Let's say he does. Let's say he wins. Let's say, what are we sending him now? Like a sword, a throne, a carrot? What is next on the regal hierarchy of material items?
I thought the bylaws say your firstborn, no?
You know what, Calvin? My son, 6-year-old, I hope you like Nashville.
Thinking a coat of arms.
Hey, listen, if Derrick Henry does this again,
Okay.
and he takes his team to Miami,
Go on.
and he does it in the Super Bowl,
What do you got?
I will personally have my jeweler make a crown
Oh, boy.
and put it on a chain, and he will not have to pay for it. It's coming out of my pocket.
We're rolling on this.
I know. It'll be one of the most unbelievable feats of all time.
Okay.
And I will gladly pay
What's
for
he
it.
need to do to get that crown? I mean, the win's one thing. How many
180?
yards? How many touchdowns?
Just above 100 and dominate the game, control the clock, take his team to
How about
Miami.
this? If Derrick Henry is Super Bowl MVP, you will have your jeweler send him a crown pendant.
If they just win the Super Bowl.
If they win it.
They win it because they got there because of him.
Trying to give you an out, Nate. I love it. You don't want it.
Hey,
oh, my
what do you
gosh.
think Mahomes and Reed are thinking right now watching this go down?
Licking their chops or licking their barbecue, whatever it is.
57-13 Chiefs.
Yeah.
That's what they're thinking.
Riblets.
Wow.
Got to give the NFC some love as well. Will it be defense that decides the Niners-Packers showdown? And what would a win on Sunday mean for Andy Reid? Triggs, you blew my mind when you said, hey, is he a Hall of Famer?
Hey, 0 rings as a head coach. It's not a sure thing, guys.